I wanted to see if I could use a free tool to create a high-quality hyperlinked PDF for the Supernote. Turns out, Google Docs is perfect for the job, and I'll show you exactly how to make one for yourself by creating a simple, clean journal. Once you see how easy it is, you'll be able to use this same method to create your own journal, planner, cookbook, ebook, or anything else you can imagine. Let's start by setting up the document so it looks good on your Supernote. In Google Drive, create a new Google Doc. For now, we can call this document Journal. If you're creating the hyperlinked PDF journal for the Supernote Manta, set your paper size to US letter. To do that, go to File, choose Page Setup, and here mine is already set to US letter. If that's not the case for you, just click on the drop-down menu and choose US letter. If you like to have more writing space like me in your journal, change your margins to 0.25 for the top and bottom, and for left and right, change it to 0.75 inches, and hit OK. You can also use this journal on the Supernote Nomad, but because Supernote scales the document down to fit the smaller screen, the writing space can feel a bit cramped. To keep the same look and feel of the Manta version, I recommend these settings. Choose A5 and set your margins to 0.25 all around. Now we get to the fun part, adding the content. I'll show you how I took these 7 prompts and turned them into individual hyperlinked journal pages. To move each of these prompts to their own page, I like to use the shortcut Command and Return to insert a page break. You can also add a page break from the Insert menu. Using page breaks is important because they help Supernote read your PDF correctly and create an accurate table of contents. If you want to add lines to your pages, here's a simple trick. Hold Shift and press the hyphen key until you've made an entire line. This line is actually coming up a little bit darker than I was expecting, so there must be some hidden formatting. To fix that, I'm going to clear the formatting. Alternatively, you can use the built-in horizontal line feature. Just go to Insert, Horizontal Line. Even though Google Docs has this feature, I prefer the first method I showed you because you can customize the length of this line to make it as long or as short as you would like it. Also, you can adjust the shade of the line for more or less contrast. All you have to do is highlight the line, go to text color, and choose the shade of gray that you prefer. I like the 4th one from the left. From here, you can just copy and paste the line to fill the rest of the page. To replicate the line spacing of college rule paper, just highlight the lines that you have and then go to Line and Paragraph Spacing and select Double. And now copy and paste this to the rest of the page. If you're familiar with Muji notebooks, the spacing is similar. Now that the lines have been created for the first page, they can be copy and pasted to all the following pages. Select all the lines, hit Command C, and then Command V for the next page. I like to have a little bit of extra space between the prompt and the first line, so I'm just going to hit Enter so that I have 2 lines of space in between. I'm going to repeat the process on the rest of the pages. Next up, we'll make your journal easier to navigate by adding a table of contents in the Google Doc. And I'll show you another trick to make sure Supernote displays it perfectly too. Start by adding a heading style to the day headings on each page. I like to highlight the word, go to the Styles menu, and select a heading style. I went with heading 3, but it doesn't really matter which one you choose as long as you use the same heading style throughout your journal. I'll explain why in a little bit. Since I wanted to create a journal that feels calm and peaceful to write in, I updated the font to Source Sans Pro, which has a more relaxed and refined feel than Arial. By selecting the whole document, using the shortcut Command A, and then going to the font menu and selecting Source Sans Pro. I customized the heading by selecting the text, going up to the font menu and choosing light for the font weight. I also reduced the font size to 12. To save the style, quick note, I forgot to make the day heading all caps here. If you like that look, make sure you type it in all caps before saving it as a heading style. Even though Google Docs lets you update styles, it treats switching from lowercase to uppercase as just a local change, so it won't update the style after you've saved it. To save the style, highlight the text, go to the heading menu, and select Update Heading to Match, and apply the style to the rest of the pages. I would also like the prompt to stand out more, so I'm going to highlight it, increase the font size to 14, and the font weight to semi-bold. I like semi-bold because it emphasizes the text while also keeping it easy to read. I'm not going to apply a heading style to the prompt because I don't want it to appear in the table of contents. I also like having the day header and the prompt a little closer together. It's easy to fix. Just select both and change the line spacing to single. And now I'm going to go through and update the rest of the document. Once that's done, we can create the table of contents. We'll do this by adding a new page to the beginning of the document. First, send your day one prompt to the next page by using Command and Return to insert a page break. Click on the new page to move your cursor to it. Then go to the Insert menu, go to Page Elements, and select Table of Contents. You can choose how you would like your table of contents to be styled: plain with page numbers, dotted with page numbers, or just the links. I like the clean look of this one for the journal. To center the links, select them, use the Align and Indent tool. To make the links feel more open and spacious, go to the Line Spacing tool and add custom spacing. I like 3. And if you want your table of contents to show up in Supernote, add a heading to the page. And make sure you give it the same heading style you used for the other pages. If you pick a bigger heading, such as heading 2, any pages with smaller heading styles will get tucked underneath it. Keeping the same heading style for everything makes sure all your pages will show up in the table of contents with nothing nested or hidden. I like to have the table of contents pretty much centered on the page, so I'm going to add a few more blank lines to get it centered inside the table of contents box until it fills the page. This prevents Supernote from creating phantom entries in the table of contents. You also want to make sure that there are no blank spaces between the pages because Supernote will also interpret those blank lines and add phantom entries to the table of contents. So I'm just going to make sure that there are no additional page breaks between the pages to ensure that there are no phantom entries. The table of contents is looking pretty good to me. One more thing I like to do is remove the line under the links. It's up to you. I like to just have a very minimalist table of contents. If you want to do that, just highlight the links and then press Command U to remove the lines. With the table of contents done, your journal is almost ready. All that's left is a simple cover to give it a polished feel. Add a new page at the very beginning by inserting a page break. Click on the page and add a few lines until you're at the spot where you would like to add the title. So I'm running into some issues here in adding lines. So there is some hidden formatting that is causing that issue. So I'm going to go to Clear Formatting, and I should be able to add additional lines. I'm also going to send the table of contents to the next page. And now add whatever title you want for your journal. I'm going to call this one Journal Away. I want this cover to appear in the table of contents at the same level as the other entries, so I'm going to apply heading 3. I do want it to look more like a title, so I'm going to make some adjustments to the text. The great thing about this is that these will be local changes, so it won't affect any of the other text that has already had the heading 3 style applied to it. Let's make this a bit larger and stand out more. I'm going to select semi-bold, and I would like this to be centered. I think it would be nice to have a subtitle that sets the tone for the journal and is descriptive. So I'm going to add a few words underneath. Just make sure that the heading style that you have is normal text so that it's not going to appear in the table of contents. I'm going to center it, and I'd like the text to be a little bit larger. That looks great. Your journal is complete. Let's export it. Go to File, Download, and select PDF document. Your hyperlinked PDF is ready to be moved over to your Supernote. I typically transfer files from my computer to my Supernote using Supernote's Browse and Access feature. Other times, I'll use my USB drive, which conveniently has both USB-A and USB-C connectors, so it's easy to transfer files from a variety of devices. If this video is helping you, please give it a quick like and hit subscribe. I've got more tips coming to help you get the most out of your Supernote. Let's take a look at the hyperlinked PDF we've made. The cover looks awesome. Journal away. Space for your thoughts with a week of prompts. And now for the table of contents. We can easily navigate to day 1, and I love this shortcut. You can swipe up in a PDF and it will take you back to the page you were on previously. Now let's check out day 2, and let's take a look at the table of contents built into the Supernote. And we can go to day 3. We can even skip around to day 7. I really love how this journal turned out. I also like to add documents I plan to use often to the quick access menu by tapping the Add button and selecting Current Document. It makes it easy to pull them up quickly and doubles as a reminder of my intention to journal more. If you'd like to add or duplicate pages inside your journal, you can use it as a template instead. All you have to do is move the PDF into the My Style folder. You can do that by tapping the file's icon. Then long press on the file that you want to move, tap Move. You'll want to go up a level in the folder hierarchy, so tap Supernote and then My Style and tap OK, and that will move the file to the My Style folder, and tap OK. Now you can create a new notebook. Name the journal whatever you would like. I'm just going to call it Journal for now. You can set your template here, but I personally find it easier to just create the notebook and then to tap the template icon to customize it. Tap Customization, select from My Style, and choose the journal. I want to use all of the pages in the journal as my template, so I'll tap Select All and Apply as Template. Awesome. And now you can see the journal has been converted into a template. The links will still work. And let's say that you want to add a page to your day 1 entry. There are 2 ways that you can do this. You could tap on the 3 dots, and then you have the option to insert a page before or after. I'm going to add it for after. And so now you've got 2 pages, just so you can see. I'll write something here. So you can see that this is 1 page, and then it has added another page. Another way that you can add a page to your journal, let's say that you really enjoyed the day 1 prompt and you want to repeat it next week. What you can do is tap on the pages icon, long press on the day 1 prompt, copy it, and navigate to the last page in the journal. Now I want to add it after the last page, so I select After Page, tap the last page, and hit OK. And now I can do the prompt again next week. Because you're using it as a template now, the built-in table of contents will no longer be there, but you can easily manually create your headings. One way you could do that is by dating your entries, and then last at the text by placing 2 fingers on the screen and circling the text and selecting Heading in whatever shade you prefer, and then you'll be able to easily access it from the built-in table of contents. Now that you know how to do this, the possibilities are endless. You can make custom planners, cookbooks, gratitude journals, anything you can dream up. I'd love to hear what you're planning to make. Share your ideas in the comments. If you'd like to try the journal I made, you can download it using the link in the description. And if you're curious about what else you can do with your Supernote, check out my next video. I'll show you 3 ways I use mine that might surprise you.